Oh yes, I forgot. I haven't been listening forever.
It's podcasting time, bitch.
Podcasting time.
It's podcasting time, bitch. It's podcasting time. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. Okay. Wow.
Hey, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I hope this goes well because the last one I did completely fucking botched it. I feel really bad.
Was this editing or what?
No, the audio was just horrible, bro.
Okay.
I did a podcast at these guys called Hidden Volt.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a clothing vintage shop. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a vintage shop. And we did it at their store, and I completely fucked up the audio, bro. And I felt really bad.
Wait, you did a podcast at someone's store?
Yeah, I did a podcast.
You set it up and everything?
Yes.
Wow,
yeah.
Dude, that's pretty.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And then this morning I was supposed to have one with an English professor, but the fucking computer was not working, so that kind of went south. So yeah, a lot of things have been going wrong with this thing. So
I mean, it's a learning experience because you're doing something different too. Shifting all your equipment to an unknown place.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's nuts.
But it felt great, didn't it? Like, it felt fucking awesome, like, being able to...
It was a dope experience.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, because, like, we were just, like... I don't know, like, we got into podcasting. Like, do you want some water?
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
Water time.
Thank you.
Cups are clean.
Yeah, I got you.
I got this bitch at IKEA.
Yeah, it looks very nice. It looks very contemporary.
I look like,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Shit sounds great.
It sounds like ASMR.
I was literally about to say that.
I have to listen to that shit, bro. Come on.
I love watching ASMR. I don't give a damn.
What I don't like is the fucking videos of people just eating.
I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds really weird, okay? Like, I used to watch video. Okay, this is when I was into cars.
Okay.
And I wanted to, like, upholstery. Obviously, I'm no way skilled to do upholstery for my car. But there's this guy. It was unintentional ASMR. He would just, like, upholster your entire dashboard. And his services are, like 5 figures.
Yeah.
For his service, right? For upholster your car, like classic cars and stuff. And he doesn't talk. And you just hear the scraping of the leather, the stitching. And it's just watching how meticulous he is. It was like, I don't know. I got this weird, like, fuzzy feeling in my body.
Like wallet making. You ever seen
yeah,
wallets?
yeah, man. And the craftsmanship and all that, and just the sound it makes, it's just like, it's like eargasm. It's weird.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
weird.
anything could be fucking media. Like,
Yeah.
there's a YouTube channel of a guy who just cuts grass. Like, and you're just watching the dude cut grass. Like, the time lapse of him just like shit, like cleaning up like old overgrown like lawns and shit like that, dude. Like, you can make money off of that. Like, what the fuck?
Well, see, like, that's the
It's
thing.
crazy.
I heard this somewhere on YouTube. They're like, hey, guys, I'm a musician, and I'm going to show you one skill that 90% of musicians on YouTube can't do, make money. And I was like, damn. There's tons of great musicians, right? But the question is, how do they turn into a form of, like, income where they can be established and not have to worry about their 9 to 5 or multiple 9 to 5s, right?
Well, that's the thing is, like, if you're like starting off artist, like, I learned that it's like you're not gonna get rid of that 9 to 5. Like, if you're barely starting, like, you have that, like, you're dependent on that thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
And you got people that like, kind of want to just jump in and, like, oh, I'm just gonna be a full-time rapper or some shit like that. And it's like, it's not how it works, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's possible. It's grindingly scary. It's like, like, I mean, it's not just grinding. Like, when I say grind, like, you're down to the bone. Like, that's death at that point.
Yeah. Like, and you got to be like a unicorn, you know. And there's that argument between, like, talent and like, hard work.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
and planning.
Yeah,
a little bit of planning, right?
Why you say that?
Because, I mean, I'm sure we both talked about this off camera and talked about it ourselves.
Yeah.
During nights, I'm sure we were induced in tears almost.
Yeah, bro.
It's like, what the heck?
We about to get emotional.
It's like, what the heck did I do, man? It's like, did I put all my energy in one thing? Just go for it, go for broke.
Yeah.
Or do I, like, have a plan, have a backup, have some funds, have this, have that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit can get overwhelming though. like planning things. You know, it's a
Yeah.
because it's like it's not real, if that makes sense.
Can you elaborate?
Like, we can plan something. Like, hey, Amir, we're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna
Go
plan.
rob a bank.
Yeah, let's go. We're planning to rob a bank. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you checking out?
You have a tattoo?
Where?
Oh, the shadow looks like you have a snake tattoo. It looks dope as fuck.
A snake tattoo?
Yeah, it looks dope as
On
fuck.
your-
I was like, you have a
on
snake
your
tattoo
arm,
now?
On your left arm. On your left arm.
Oh no, it's a shadow, bro. Get a snake tattoo, but go on. Yeah, go on. and I'll design it. I'll design it, and it'll be red, black, and red. But go
Bro,
on.
like I can't. Like I don't know if I want a big piece again. Like that shit hurt.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
I was
not a
a-
big piece, brother.
I mean, that's a
That's a medium size.
That's a medium-sized piece, man.
Oh,
that
cool.
shit
I mean,
hurt my balls.
I mean,
bro.
to each their own. I was just curious, you know. I think it
Yeah.
looked pretty badass. Like,
I think I would. I mean, I think I need to get something just to look.
But go on, sorry, just tangent. I saw. I was like, yo, that looks dope. Like, you didn't tell me
we're
about
fucking
that.
squirrels.
Yeah. Okay, go on. So back to.
Oh yeah, well, planning
yeah.
planning your future, planning to go to college. Let's say that planning to go to college, like that's not real yet. You know what I'm saying? Or planning to start a business, or planning to do a fucking podcast. Like none of this was real until it's real. You know?
Yeah.
So it can get overwhelming because it's like it's not a fucking concrete energy that's already, you know, like we're here. We understand that this is a podcast and we're gonna talk because it's a podcast, right?
Yeah.
But you know, we didn't know what was gonna happen before we're here now. So
Yeah.
we're just fucking talking. You get what I'm saying? So like all that shit is unreal. That's why the anxiety is a thing, because you're freaking out about something that's not real yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, you get
So,
anxiety to go.
so the planning almost it builds up the anxiety. That in turn can be like counterintuitive and make you want to just regress back and not want to do it.
And that's where like that fear of like success or fear of like failure, you know, comes into play, because it's like both can happen. You get what I'm saying? And it's just a weird thing where it's completely not real. Like the future is literally not real. Like I think my Spanish teacher told me that. Like it's literally not real, but it is at the same time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this for me, like, is man, because planning is always good. I believe so, but the question is like, to what a point where it starts to be counterintuitive, where it stresses you out to a point where it's like, hell with it, I'm done. You know?
Why you said that?
Like, it's good to have a plan. You know, it's good to, for example, like, I don't know, I'm talking about boring shit like health insurance, car insurance, and then like you know, having X amount for the rent, X amount of this and that, and then suddenly, because personally for me, I don't know a single human being that unless they have a professional job, I don't know a single human being that doesn't have at least 2 jobs, or is working overtime. Not a single person. Back then, it was totally different.
Yeah.
When I say back then, it was only like 10 years ago, so a lot has changed in 10 years, and like, it can be very overwhelming to think about all those things where it's just like, hey, you know what? I'm putting all my time and energy just to stay afloat. Like, let's just put this quote unquote dream or whatever aside. And then suddenly you keep pushing away and then it just disappears, you know? And for me, I know this sounds really bad because you know how passionate I am. Like, I came to this compromise where I'm like, hey, if that happens, then, you know, I get it. But, like, I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm getting older, you know, and times when, like, I always feel like times when I always feel that way. It's stupid.
Like giving up on a dream.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you gotta, hey, we gotta careful with this.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
So, yeah, I know, but I try my best to keep a little bit of time for the things I'm passionate about, you know?
Yeah.
And like, even this, because today, man, let me tell you, man, I went through some stuff. Like, I was on the phone with my little brother, and I was like, some stuff. And I was like, look, man, you see, it's like, now I gotta go to work with a smile on my face.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm working. My coworkers notice. They're like, "D, you're really social, man. What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm socially exhausted, man. Emotionally exhausted, bro."
What the fuck? What was I telling you? What the fuck was I telling you? Like, it's draining talking to people. It is, and it will being somebody you're not too.
Well, see, it's different with my situation. Well, not my. All your situation all you guys have gone through this, where you're like, when you're around right people, you get energy when you speak to them. But you're around certain people, just holding your composure alone requires energy.
Right? Couldn't have said better myself,
right?
God damn, that was great.
And then I'm like, and I was talking to my girlfriend because so I have a problem and I'm really working on it. Where when I have a situation going on, I keep it to myself. I'm quiet and I'm become very cold. And And that one, she was like, "You want me to come over?" Usually I'll say no. It's like, just let me like sit with this by myself.
Yeah.
And I said, if you can come over. And and that was like the first step.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like people seeing this way because I'm known to be like the happy-go-lucky guy. Like I even get like testimonials and reviews on Google. Like, oh, high energy, D's great, blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But then realize that like that's natural to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm around people. I love customer service. But when we deal with certain people, and I'm sure we all been there, and we have to deal with these people, sometimes people, it's not our choice. They could be blood, like family. And it's just so draining. And it's like, man, why? I have to trick my brain. Like, I have to go to work, put a smile on my face because that's what they're paying for. And it's just so emotionally exhausting. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, we have to take the high road, right?
Yeah.
Like, always stay positive. Don't have hate in your heart. But I'm sorry, bro. In that moment of weakness, I'm just like,
because sometimes it feels fucking great.
Yeah, just
fuck you, you piece of shit,
yes.
cunt, bitch, asshole, dickwick. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like, it feels fucking great.
It feels great. I know, but man, dude, like, that's why I like boxing and martial arts. Because it lets me get that out.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, because it's just ripping it up on the fucking bag.
Yeah,
dude.
ripping up.
Dude,
and they replaced the bag the gym.
That bag is
it's
so
gone.
fucking like tough, dog. Like that it makes me like I don't know. I like new bags because then like it's just like.
Well, think about it. They brought in a new bag. Why? Because the old ripped apart.
Dude, we beat the shit out of that
That's
bag.
a good sign, man. We
Yeah.
put that shit to work, man.
Yeah, bro. There's holes in that shit, dude. We were ripping that shit.
At my old gym, there's a corner of all like the beat up bags that have been ripped, and we use that as ground and pound bags, right? And I call that the graveyard. It's like when you look that the higher the pile, that's like you earn your stripes. Like, that's how you do it, right?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I mean, wear and tear, man. But no, I mean, we work it, and like sometimes like when I'm like. It's not really, to me, sometimes when I'm in the bag, it's not even about, like, correct form, correct posture, correct anything. I'm just like, just fucking let it, whatever it is out, so, like, hurting my wrist almost.
Yeah.
Just because, I need to just fucking let whatever this shit is out, man, because if not, then that shit bleeds out into something else. Like,
dude.
You know what I'm saying? And, you don't really think about it like that, but it really is. Like, it's like your rage, anger, whatever it is that you have will bleed out into your life.
Yeah.
And sometimes you might have not even the slightest bit of control over it.
Because I was talking about energy, right? And just in practical senses, like, because I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, it's not fair. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, why do I give my best in terms of my energy, my attitude to everyone outside of this of our home, of our circle? When I come home to you, I'm beat up emotionally on the weekend, and she's not getting my best when I should be saving my best for the people that love and care for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm working on where I have a backup battery. I save that backup battery for the people at home. Like I don't bring negative energy to the house. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I'm really working on balance. Really working on reaching out. Like holy crap, like. Saying, hey, I need help. Like, that's the hardest thing for me to do. It's like...
Because, like, what? Are you a fucking pussy? You're asking for help? You little fucking like, pretty little bitch?
Let me tell you, man. Tell you, okay, I'm not going to tell you the time frame. Let's say it was a long time ago. Let's just say it's a long time ago, okay?
In a galaxy far, far away.
I was sleeping in my car. Like, I was, like essentially homeless, right? Cold winter. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But... in that weird moment, being in this tiny car, it was this moment of peace where I was like, wow, like I feel like pretty nice. So next day I go to my coworker, we're talking. I was like, yeah, man, it's pretty tough, bro, because last night I camped out my car, and he goes, oh yeah, bro, I know how it is. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I've been doing that for the last like 6 weeks, bro.
And you have no idea.
You have no idea. And then my other coworker, guess what? He lost a family member very dear to him that month.
Yeah.
And then it makes me realize, like, dude, I gotta be a little bit more open-minded to people and be more patient with them. I'm granted, these are my coworkers. Like, I'm cool
considerate too.
Considerate, yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy to think about because we are our main character in our story, and everyone else outside.
It's really easy to other people.
Wait, so what?
It's really easy to other people, like those other people, like those are other people.
Yeah,
you
like
know
the NPCs.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
NPCs. Yeah, see,
it's easy. It's really easy to think like that.
Yeah, so I was like, wait. I was like, asking, does your boss know about this? He goes, no. I'm like, does your boss? He's like, no. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's like we're all suffering in some terrible way.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember like one day he FaceTime me. It was him and both my coworkers talking, laughing, you know, working out. And he was like, yo, we should get together and train again. I was like, yeah. So, you know, it's one of those things where I remember I made that comment. I said, when I meet the new people, I don't talk about accomplishments or accolades. You know what I talk about my failures. Because I feel that everyone can relate to failures.
Oh my God, that's so crazy you say that. Yeah,
but not everyone relates to like success stories, right? And one thing I love about failures,
and success stories can piss people off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they piss people off.
But one thing I love about talking about failures is that it humbles me, but it's funny.
Yeah,
because failures are endless. You know, that's I can count like less than the amount of fingers on one hand that I'd be like, well, I consider it a success in my life. But I can but the amount of stories in terms of failures is infinite for me, you know, and I think that's where like I love listening to comedians. Comedians always talk about the stories of their failures.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious because we can relate to that, you know. Yeah. It's like I'm sorry, like I can't relate to like Jeff Bezos making $1 billion, you know, but I can relate to the guy who went late to work because he had diarrhea, you know, like I've done that a million times, right? You know what I mean? So I use that excuse. I tell everyone.
Did that shit last week,
bro. I tell my buddy all the time. I said, here's one excuse that will get you out of any situation: a funeral, PTA meeting, work. Is what is that? You say you have diarrhea. You're like, damn, bro.
PTA meeting.
Yeah, like parent teacher, you know, like conference type thing.
I thought that was PTO. PTA. Pay time off.
Yeah, pay time off. Yeah. Bro, like I literally use this too. So, I mean, this is the truth though, because I had diarrhea, right? I was like, I texted my coworker. I said, "Hey man, I'm gonna be late." He as his emergency. I say, "It's an emergency." He goes, "Oh damn, man, don't worry, bro. Take your time." So I get there like 10 minutes late. He comes in. He goes, "Are you okay? Like, is your car okay?" I'm like, "What car trouble?" He goes, "Your emergency." I said, "Oh no, man, I had diarrhea." He goes, "Oh no, that's a real emergency." Yeah, so, like he understood. He been there.
Your solid shit turns into liquid.
It's like mud butt, brother. Like come on, man. Like that's a ticking time bomb, man.
Yeah, fuck man. Diarrhea fucking sucks, dude. Yeah, it's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, man.
Like,
it is what it is. It fucking is what it is. I told you about this part. I told you.
Your solid shit is now liquid, bro. Yeah. Man, imagine if we had like, we fart. I was gonna say like if our shit turns into gas, you know, solid gas. Like we fart. Gas fart. Shit air. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Isn't it crazy too? Like you eat something, like you eat a fucking Whopper and it comes out of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like that's wild. Like what? Like if there's something goes on in here. To turn into some brown turd.
It's biomechanism where like it's metabolism, right?
Yeah, but I be seeing corn in my shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, how? It's like perfect. When did I eat corn?
Because corn has that fibrous material in it that doesn't degrade in your stomach.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But talking about
how are you, buddy?
Oh man,
We're here.
I'm hopefully getting better.
What the fuck do you do, buddy?
I'm just, working, just trying to get back to working out again. I haven't hit the gym for a while.
Dude, talk about falling off.
Falling off?
Yeah, because, I mean, I talked about it with my homegirl last podcast, but, like, going to the gym is, like, consistently, I think is bullshit. Like, I think it's impossible. Like, I think, like, going to the gym, like, maybe that's just me, like my lazy ass, but like I fall off like a lot, and I know a lot of people that are like fit as shit, and they still fall off too.
Yeah, so it depends. So like for example, my girlfriend, I made this joke for her. I said, you show up every damn day. Mm-hmm. Literally, she shows every damn day, but her power clean and press has been the same for the last 6 months, so she ain't improving. But so that's the joke, right? But I say, you deserve. I was like, you show up. That's 50% of the work.
Yeah.
But it's still just 50%, right? So what I mean by that is she is consistent, but in terms of results, then maybe not. Where you can be someone else who's like a little bit less consistent or rather less frequent, and he or she gets better results. So in terms of training, I feel that I believe in quality over quantity. Mm-hmm. Now, for example, like me, I'm in the worst shape of my life right now. Mm-hmm. But I'm still pretty good shape compared to everyone in the gym. Well, that's because I've already developed that foundation. years ago when I was working out hardcore every single day for X amount of years, right?
Okay.
So my body keeps that muscle memory. It keeps that frame just in case, like, it goes, hey, maybe this guy might go through trenches again, just keep some of this damn muscle.
Yeah, you gotta go hunt like a fucking
hyena.
Or
so,
like
that's why I tell guys in the very beginning, if you're a beginner, really go hard and stay consistent, because that way you've developed the foundation. Is almost, I won't say impossible, but it's pretty hard to lose those muscles. Because let's say you fall for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, not even. Let's make it better. 2 months.
Ooh.
Let's say 2 months, right? And then
they
jump back 2 weeks. You're like, what the hell? Like, I was like, yeah, you muscle memory, buddy.
Yeah.
You think your body for keeping that shit when you work that.
And that's bullshit. That's so bullshit. Like, why can't things be simple? Like, why do I have to eat right, go to the gym? Why do I have to stay consistent? Why do I gotta do all this bullshit just for this to work? You have
to give yourself some credit, because if you work long and hard for it, it's gonna be long and hard for it to lose.
Okay.
Right.
I like
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
kind of like take care of a car. I mean.
Yeah, man.
Like,
so you gotta give yourself some credit. You know. So
like you can't just put gas and like that's it.
That's
you
it.
gotta
Yeah.
change oil. You gotta change the radiator fluid. You gotta do all this kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of
fucking sucks.
But I think when it comes to like fitness, for example, consistency and all that stuff, we're comparing ourselves to like these fitness influencers, these models with photos. Our Photoshop is very unrealistic. I'm like, those individuals, that's their life. And secondly, like, they live in the gym, right? They like pretty much live in the gym. It's like, we're not, the majority of us, I feel like, don't live in the gym. Like,
I can't.
I used to believe fitness was like 6-pack abs, all this stuff. You know what fitness is to me now?
What is fitness?
Being able to like scratch my back, get out of my bed, sit in my car without my back hurting. Like, that's fitness. Like, be able to pick up my baby nephew, play with him, and I could throw him in the air and not get tired, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is fitness. Walk out the stairs while huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
That's fitness.
Yeah. I mean, I go to gyms just look good too, man.
You look good, yeah. I mean, for sure, 100%.
Like, that's my main thing, you know. Like, I mean, I get it, like trying to, be able to operate back, like later on in life, because that's one thing. Like, I know a lot of people are like relatives and shit like that are just like my pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like, pussy.
Goddamn.
Oh, that's where your pussy at?
I don't know. I was thinking out loud, but like I don't know. I would hate to have like having to use a cane and shit or like But even the fitness dudes like Ronnie Coleman, where he's like literally walking on crutches, because of how fucking much you've destroyed his body. Yeah, like fuck that, So I don't know. I just want to be able. I think that's like the main reason, but the underlining reason, the actual real reason why I go to the gym to get fit and like murder myself and hit the bag and go swimming and all this bullshit, it's because like zombies, bro. Like imagine if a zombie apocalypse happened, and like what are you gonna do? Yeah. Like what are you really gonna do if a zombie apocalypse happens? And I'm not trying to be like stupid and like, but like I'm like, what are you gonna fucking do?
Well, so you bring back a really good point. So it's like functional, right?
Yeah.
Functional fitness. So before, just like every single one of you guys, when I first started working out, I told myself I want a fuck body. I want a body people look at. They want to fuck.
That guy fucks.
Right.
You want some cum gutters.
But here's the funny thing. So once I remember the day I got it, and I have a body transformation on my TikTok and my Instagram where I go from like spilling out my freaking trousers, right, with my gut to like veins on my abs in 6 weeks.
Right.
And I remember that day, I was like, after I took that video, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I was like, that was it?
Yeah.
Like, so once I got past the superficial part of it, in terms of fitness goals, I became more involved with the longevity portion of it, which is like flexibility and being injury-free. Because now that I think about it, you see me like do the splits and all that stuff, right? Work on that crap.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is if my body is fit and injury-free, I have more capacity to do more work.
Right.
As opposed to like gunning my body down to the ground. I'm injured and all that crap, but guess what? I have a nice body. Okay, great. I have a nice body now. But let's say I fall off, because we can't be 100% all the time. I want to fall off one day. When I fall off, it's like, crap, how'd I get back? I'm still injury prone.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I'm more focused on being injury-free and improving my flexibility.
Yeah, dude, because injuries fucking suck,
They suck balls, man.
No, they put you out and you're just stuck on a fucking chair, or you're having to wear like
and
a crutch.
destroys your confidence.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Right.
Yeah, I bet, 100%. And I don't know. I mean, I just don't like being hurt either. Like, being hurt just sucks, because like it's not the fact that I'm actually hurt. It's just like I can't do anything, You know, that's what really kind of pissed me off. Like when COVID had happened and I had got COVID,
yeah.
like I was fine. Like I didn't get any sick and nothing like that. But the reason I got sick is because I was just stuck in my room all day and I couldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's probably what like the failed what do you call it? This fucking thing where like you gotta I don't know, what is it, like the your failed opportunity to do something like
It's a missed opportunity.
That's why he's my camera guy. That's why I love him so much, man. He's my guy. He's my guy. Yeah, like a missed opportunity, you know, like it kind of sucks to like do something, you know, and like I think that's what like regrets, like that's what really like fucking pisses me off, you know what I'm saying? So like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that clicking?
Well, regrets, man. Damn, that word stings me, man.
Hey, we're going down, buddy.
It hurts.
We're going deep. We're going deep, y'all. Get your gloves. Get your cotton swabs. I might cry this episode. Not gonna lie, bro.
Nah, man, I can't, dude. I can't on this camera, bro. I'm an ugly crier, bro. No, I'm just like this.
Oh my god, bro.
Cut the cameras.
Yeah, you know?
Cameras, bro. Cut the
I
camera.
need a beer. If we're gonna
Well,
cry,
so
I need a
I was
beer.
talking about like, so I remember my little brother. He was like really young. He's like, I don't know, 7 years old or something like that. And then he got in trouble in school, and I'm usually the one like, because I was the one that always go to his parent-teacher conferences, so they thought I was his parent.
Yeah.
So if he got in trouble, like my parents didn't know, I would just like sign the papers, be like, okay. So what happened one day, he got in trouble, and I guess like my stepdad found out, so he got disciplined for that, and he was crying, and I go, what's wrong? He goes nothing. He's like trying to hide his tears. And these kids like 7 years old, dude. Like he's a freaking kid.
Yeah.
And I could tell like he seemed like he's trying to hide his face from me, and I was like, it's okay to cry. He goes, yeah. I go, yeah. He said to me, well, I don't see you cry. And I said, oh no, I do cry. I cry a lot, but I'm not strong enough to cry in front of you when you're crying in front of me.
You don't even hide that shit, you know, like, I think what that is like controlling your thoughts, like controlling. That's like I think that's discipline, like crying alone.
Yeah.
In a weird way, and it might sound a little fucked up, but what I think is like if I get mad, like say if somebody cuts me off on the road, like instead of being like fuck that guy, like what a piece of shit type shit, like instead I'll just be like, I'll say it in my head and not put it out in the world. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
I think, yeah.
So the same thing, like, you have an emotion that's so strong, like, okay, I'm sad, I'm depressed about yada, yada, yada. I'm going to go cry in my room like a little pussy, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, letting other people see it and letting that get into their world, close that door and you lock yourself in, whatever it is.
That can have problems too, though, right?
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that, right? Like, I think, forgive me for the statistics. I don't remember statistics, but like they asked like what's the average number of times a woman cries within a given year. It was I'm just gonna throw a number out. I don't remember. Let's say it's like 80. And or no, sorry, that's too high. Like let's say 25.
80 in a year? Crying 80 times in a year?
Yeah.
I cry more than 80 times.
But then they asked men, right? The men were like single digits. It's like, whoa. It's like they asked the dude, like, so when's the last time you cried? He goes, I think in like 2000 and like 2000 what? It's like,
yeah, it's hard.
It's
I don't like it. It makes me feel gross. Like,
Yeah.
I need to take a shower after I cry.
Dude,
you know, it's heavy.
It's heavy, man. But here's the thing too is like, for certain individuals that I've seen, right? Let's say for example, like my sister. Okay, she's probably the strongest woman I ever known my entire life. She doesn't cry, but when she does and I catch her, like there's weight to it. It's like, you know, it's like really really bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Whereas like I meet some people who cry over like, you know, something like, oh, I got to be on my exam, and they like burst into tears. You know, for me, I feel like, let's say someone who lost a mother versus someone who got B in an exam, I'm pretty sure the person who lost a mother, like that warrants some tears.
Right.
Know?
But I mean that just goes to like, what are people prioritizing?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like what's real serious to them, you know, like if school's real serious to you and
Yeah.
you're trying to be, you know,
top, you know,
top of the class.
It can get to you.
Yeah, it'll get to you.
Get to you. So
same shit for me. Like even with this, like even Amir, he even knows. Like it gets to me where I'm like, man, like I want to be the best out there, and whenever I can't be that best, like it makes me mad. Like it enrages me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so because like you said, so it comes back to like the relativity thing, right? Where that person who got a B, that feels just as intense as the person who lost the mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say, like, well, you got a B, who gives a shit? It's like, in their mind, getting a B probably feel like losing someone.
Yeah. It might be Asian, too.
Yeah, it might be Asian. Most likely Asian, you know, India or, like, Nigerian or, you know.
Whatever.
for sure Korean.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like with like Japanese people, like school is legit.
It's life and death.
It's
life and death.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta be. It's like you're just owned.
Mm-hmm. It's almost a sport, really. You know, like what is it called? Decathlons. Decathlons is like academic trivia. Yeah. Like that's a fucking legit. Like you make money off of that shit too.
Science Olympiad stuff,
mm-hmm.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. So yeah, I mean, things are important to some people where things like aren't. You get what I'm saying? Like you know, like I could have like I said, like going back to like road rage. Like I bring that up a lot because I like it. Like I like talking about that shit. But it's like you know, you could either not invoke in whatever fucking like monstrosity you want to get into by like, hey, fuck you, dude, like fuck that guy, like, you know, let's go drive up, let's ride his ass the entire way. Or you could just like keep driving and just like do your thing, you know, get to where you need to go, get home safely, you know what I'm saying? But still at the same time, like thinking about road rage, like I mean thinking about like, man, fuck this dude, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like a weird thing you gotta do. And it's like, it's not that it works for you, it's just you're doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like oh, this thing works for me. This thing will work for you if you just don't think about it. That's gonna be the thing that saves you. It's like, not really. It's just something we do. You know, just push whatever, you swallow whatever pain you gotta swallow, push whatever fucking anger you gotta let out. Just kind of like eat that shit sandwich. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, here's the thing about that. So I've always been told to let it go. I think, you know, and I get that. But sometimes the things that happen in our lives, man, let's say you get in an argument with someone that you really care about.
Right.
And then all your weaknesses, they start throwing low blows, right? And you're stinging in the heart, and it stays there, it sticks in there, it's in there, man.
Yeah.
And there are times when I'm just like, I swallow so much BS, and I'm going to spit that shit back at you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say 99% of, like 98.9% of the time, I'm good at swallowing it and just like shit it out, just like let it go, right? Because that's no longer in me. Yeah. The other times, like, I'm gonna spit that thing back at you. Yeah. You know, it's not fair. Mm-hmm. Don't play this game. You start a fight.
And I think every now and then you gotta be like, man, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Like, you know, like because like I feel like that easily you could become like a doormat, then everybody walk all over you.
Yeah, dude, and that's the scary part too, man.
I think Mike Tyson said it. It's like if you're a friend with everybody, then you're an enemy to yourself. Yeah. So it's like sometimes you gotta be an asshole. Sometimes you gotta be. That's what you were telling me. You gotta be a little cutthroat sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta cut it off, man. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. You know, like eat shit.
Villain. You gotta play the villain.
The what?
You gotta play the villain.
Play the villain, baby. Play the villain. Be a bad guy.
Yeah. For real, dude. Like sometimes you just gotta be the. And I because you know I was ordained as a monk, right? And Buddhism has been a very integral part of my life.
Yeah, talk about that. What's like you said that before, but what was that like being a monk?
I mean, at the time it was tough because, you know, I was stripped away from like the modern luxuries, the bed, the AC, food, television, etc. But then when I look back, and you know, of course I go back to the meditation center, and we pretty much live like monks, right? Yeah. We stripped away from those things too. It gets easier, and I realized that like that lifestyle is very easy. It's very easy in terms of like living. It's just very difficult because we're required to meditate. Meditation, you're literally studying, like the whole time. Essentially, you're observing the whole time, your whole body, everything that's going around. So that part is hard, but that simplified lifestyle is very peaceful. It's truly very peaceful if you can sit there and be like, and appreciate the simplicity. But there's a reason why you don't see monks in modern civilization.
Yeah.
Because it's nearly impossible because even my mentor, he was realistic. He says, D, we can be monks here in the middle of nowhere, but can we be monks in America when we have to worry about taxes, driving a car, sound, things are loud everywhere, this and that? Like, no, it's impossible. There's too much temptation too.
Yeah, I think like being a monk, like being a monk is like so simple that like that's like crazy to us.
It's crazy to us, yeah.
It's
so
because of just how simple it is.
Simple it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So because I remember I was kind of pissed at myself. I was like, why can't I follow these precepts here in America? He says, D, because when we leave the monastery, we have another set of precepts that we follow that aren't that strict. Because even they understand, like, you can't be a monk in freaking modern society. Like, good luck, buddy. I mean, it's possible. It's incredibly
You're
difficult.
be crazy.
Yeah, you're going nuts. You know, so even he understood. He said, D.
Weirdo.
Yeah, he said, D, even if you walk out of here from this monastery, this meditation center,
Yeah.
with just 1%, you retain 1% of what you learn here, you already won. That's all that's all you ask for, just 1%. Maybe some people get 2%. Some people even as high as 50%. Just 1%. Give yourself 1%. 1% is good. I was like, oh, because man, I was going insane too. I almost became like a freaking fanatic. And I met fanatics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think it's like human nature. Like, I want to be the best.
The best it is, like the most saintly.
Yeah, like you know, I think everybody. I don't think everybody, but like you know, I think all of us at one point are like, man, I want to be famous. I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. Like, I want to have it all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to be winning. Everybody likes to win. Nobody likes to lose.
Everyone wants to win, man.
Yeah. So, you know, continue on. Like, what was it like getting from being in the monastery to like was adapting, because you were just a normal person and then you became a monk.
Yeah.
And then you came back out of the monastery. So like, what was the transitions like?
Well, the first thing I remember was stepping foot on a carpet.
Carpet.
Yeah, like I stepped to the house and there was carpet on the floor. I remember I put my foot on the carpet and I took my foot off. It just felt so weird. It was like soft.
Yeah.
Because I slept on hardwood floor. You know, no mattress and nothing.
Oof.
So, no, it's not that bad. Trust me, it's not that bad.
Actually, sleeping on the floor is not bad.
Yeah, I think it's better for your back. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But
no, yeah, I mean, because it's just like that's flat surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I remember food. Like there's a table full of food, and I'm like, this is so weird. Like, am I allowed to touch to eat this food? You know? And then my senses were very sensitive. Like imagine you're in like a silent place practicing noble science. You know. 24 hours a day, and then suddenly you go back to civilization. There's loud cars, honking, and there's like music and all that stuff. Like
that shit will freak you out.
It's sensory overload, literally, and then like bright lights. So that's why when you leave the meditation center, they tell you the last day don't practice, because that helps you rehabilitate, right? And the first time I did it, and I was like, the hell with this, I'm gonna practice all the way through, baby. To airport, it was just sensory overload. Just I was like, whoa, you know.
And the airport is a fucking chaotic place.
Yeah, it's chaotic, man. Yeah. And like, just imagine you're living in a forest for like 2 months, right? Just imagine, and then you go straight to the casino, and you have to live there for a week. How's that gonna be for you?
That's a weird life. That's so crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So you go from like making tinder with your knife and all that stuff, right? Gathering berries, like, yeah, you have a set time frame before the sun goes down, and then you go to a casino where the lights are on 24 hours. There's music blasting.
Boy, out there knocking everybody out. Just
leave me alone. I'm like, whoa, man. So suddenly, like, this place of luxury becomes like a place of torture.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just kind of weird. But I try my best to find the balance. I don't even know what the word balance means anymore, bro.
Yeah,
like the older I get, I don't even know what the hell balance means anymore.
It's fucking dumb. Stupid. Like, I mean, I get it. Where like,
I wish I had balance, man. I don't know what it is anymore.
What do you think, Amir? What do you think about balance?
I think like there's definitely a spot that people can reach, but
I think balance is success. I think whoever finds balance in life, regardless of their financial status, that's pure success.
It is. It's a big part of success, but I feel like a person on their own can do it though. Yeah. Like I was telling him, like right before he came, like you need to find that spot where you're not too much of this or too much of that. You need to find that spot where you can play both roles. Like, yeah, you can play the villain, but you can also be the good guy.
So the anti-hero.
The just right.
The anti-heroes, yeah. You can usually... You see it in, like, Deadpool.
Yeah. Spawn.
Exactly. Like you see it in them. That's why sometimes there's some of our favorite heroes. Because they're so human like where we fuck up so much, yet we want to do so much good in the world.
Yeah. Cause like I want world peace, but like at what cost? You know, like a dictatorship government. You know, like
communism, socialism.
Yeah,
Marxism.
you know what I'm saying. Like we want people to be nice. Like we want people to stop being racist and whatnot. But like, at what cost is that? You know, like
it's kind of like the saying: "It's better to be a warrior in a garden, a gardener in a war." Right. So like
I like that.
I'm like, what does that mean?
So I like that a lot.
For example, so like
say that again.
So there's a story, right? And you know my background is Muay Thai and boxing, right? And all the Thai monks knew Muay Thai.
Yeah.
All of them.
Fuck yeah, bro. I told my friend because he likes to like start shit with people, and I'm like, bro, whatever you do, don't fuck with old Asians, bro. Yeah. Every single old Asian knows how to fight, bro.
And when I was in Burma too, the Burmese, they do left way, which is bare knuckle boxing with headbutts.
Oh yeah.
Right. So it's like, you know, that's part of their life. Mm-hmm. And I remember the monk. So there's a story, right? The student asked the teacher. He said, "You teach me the ways of war, such as fighting, but yet you preach of peace. Mm-hmm. You know, how do you balance the two?" And the teacher tells him, "It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war," meaning that just in case, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's why, like, I believe this idea. That's why I tell people, like, whatever I teach, you know, if I find out that they're fighting outside, like altercations, you know, I don't teach them no more. But I'd say defending is not fighting. You can defend yourself, right? So that's kind of like, I guess, the balance, if you will. So what I'm saying is have a backbone, because the difference between a nice guy and a good guy is that a good guy has a backbone, so he has his boundaries, so he won't be a doormat, because no one respects a person as a doormat. Right, and I think that's the hard part in today's society.
Put your foot down, bitch.
Put your foot down and be like, you know, it's like, it's like my customer service voice graduated from Harvard.
Yeah,
but these fisticuffs, man.
And I think that starts as a kid too, like being able to like handle like, hey, no, like stop, or like, hey, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or being able to, like, if somebody correcting you, you know, like for me, like, I have a fucking problem with authority, bro. Like, I don't like people correcting me, but like it needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do
too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like people telling me what to do, or like, hey, like, this is good for you. Like, I hate that shit.
But this is for your own good.
Yeah, but it's right though. It's true. You know what I'm saying? So I can either be stubborn, or I can, you know, swallow a pill and be like, okay, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'm not the best. Like, maybe I'm stupid. I'm a little dumb. You know?
I can respect the intention, but I have the right to say no to how it's executed. So mean that, for example, let's say we're friends, right?
Yeah. Wash your fucking dishes, bro. Why are you leaving the dishes out on the fucking sink?
No, let's bring it further than this. Okay. Let's bring it further than this, okay? Like, because I know we all been here. Yeah. Wash your fucking dishes, man. What the hell, man? You fucking loser, man. You fucking deadbeat. Like, what the hell, man? You can't wash the goddamn dishes. How think you gonna run a fucking company? You can be broke and poor like everyone fucking else. You understand? You're a fucking loser. Remember that shit. And then at the end, you know what I say? I did it for your own good to motivate you. Bullshit, right? Good intention, terrible execution. So you say, so that's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's what I believe.
No, right? Yeah, because there's a right way of saying things.
Yeah, because you didn't ask for that shit.
Yeah, like,
if you want to live with a drill sergeant, I understand, but you didn't ask for a drill sergeant. You asked for me. Or I could say, hey man, look, I know the dishes has been out for 2 days. I'll wash them right now for you, right? You know, because I'm taking my time to wash the dishes with you. But come over and wash the dishes with me, man. Let's talk about this.
Yeah,
that's a little bit different.
Yeah,
because now you're looking at me going, fuck, man, he's picking up my slack. That's my responsibility.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not mad at you. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit, right? It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what sucks worse, man. Like,
it hurts more, right? I won't say it hurts more, but the message is clear. In the sense that, like, one of them, you just it's like you're beating a child, right? Like, let's say I have a child and I beat the shit out of him, right? It gets to a point where all he remembers is the pain of the stick hitting him. And if he forgets the lesson, he forgets the underlying story, where I put him down and say, hey, you forgot to take out the trash twice, so you get two spanks on the butt. That's it, okay? You understand? And then also, and after that, be like, let's bring the trash back into the garage. You know, I don't believe in spanking or anything like that. For me personally, but I mean, to each their own. You know, I believe that there's some benefits too.
Some of these little kids need an ass whooping.
Because I got my ass beaten, like not even disciplined. I got my ass beaten. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's just the way I look at it. There's different approaches. So that I can respect the intention, but how it's executed, you know, not so much.
Right.
It depends, right? Because you can execute in a way that is very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. To like, and I like how you said where like you. It's so bad that you just completely forget the actual fucking lesson that should have been taught to you, which could have been, you know, executed a lot easier by just, hey man, just do this, do that. You know what I'm saying?
And I've been on both sides.
Like a tone, yeah.
I've been both sides where like, I'll be like, for example, we got an argument over freaking dishes. Mm-hmm. You can't. And all I'm thinking about dishes. You gonna weigh our relationship on dishes?
Mm-hmm.
But then, in reality, the other person's thinking it was respecting the space, but poorly executed, which leads to poor communication and misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I mean that goes like what fucking living with people, you know, like, you know, living with your significant other, living with the roommates, stuff like that. You know, it's like you can get altercation with anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, you know, and it's just like, you know, you don't want those things, but I've told you before. I told my friends, but it's like, you know, if you're alive, you're existing, you're creating heat and you're producing movement. So it's like you're gonna collide. You're gonna, you know, it's bound to happen to you at any moment because of like fucking, you know, it's just nature, you know, collision.
But hear me out, okay?
Okay.
So, I used to believe that. How do I say this? Let's say family,
okay?
Because we can't choose our family, right?
Right.
And it sounds terrible, sounds tainted almost to say I don't love my family. I don't know. I don't know any individual that says they don't love their family, you know, regardless of how toxic the relationship may be.
Yeah.
I believe that purely in blood, in our hearts, we all care for our family members. We do, and as a result, we all have good intentions. Yes.
Yeah.
We do, and they're good people. Just say, for example, you and me, we're brothers, okay? And we have our disagreements. Let's say we're both good people, but that don't mean we're good together. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I believe that, like, yes, we may have a toxic relationship, but we have to sit down and be like, that doesn't necessarily mean, like, we're toxic people, you know? And I feel that, like, a lot of disagreements, at least when I'm looking back, a lot of disagreements I have with people, and, you know, you see, I'm a really cool, chill guy. Like, if there was a Yelp review for me as a roommate, I'll have 5 stars. All my roommates love me. The moment you know it's good when you leave and the roommate goes, "Hey man, I miss you," or "Hey D, like you didn't have to leave so early," or this and that. You know that's a good sign, right? But I would say this though, like, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, so it takes a lot of something must bad really happen for me to be like
to lose your patience,
to lose my patience, right? Yeah. But then so I had that happen, not with roommates, but I'm saying in general, just relationships in general, and I realized that like that person ain't bad. You know, and I'm
just a little stupid.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I don't consider myself bad. Yeah. But maybe we're just not good together. Mm-hmm. Right. So. Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, you know, because like you know, you could like there's actually working out with somebody and then like the chemistry, which is
the chemistry,
which is like can come on and off. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can have good chemistry with anybody, but you know, compatibility is a whole different thing. And I get what you're saying about that. You know, it's kind of tough, but you don't know until you start doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell me all the stories of the girls you dated, all the people you lived with. I tell you stories about all the girls I dated. Same thing with you. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's literally living it out, doing whatever you're doing. Then that's when you come to realize shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually learned the lesson that you should have been learning, not through. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy you said that because. Like, when I think about Buddhism, meditation is like an isolated practice, right?
Right.
And as a lay person, because I'm no longer in the monastery, I'm out here.
Mm. Boy, out here, fucking.
My mentor said, he said, people are everything. He said, people are everything. He said, when you're in a monastery, you know, you practice meditation for for self liberation.
Yeah.
But when you're out there, bro, people are your liberation. You meet more people.
Yeah.
You know, connect with people. Connections.
People love it. People are wired to be connected.
Connected, yeah, because we're social animals, right? So he understood because he understood like me being isolated to myself in civilization is not very healthy.
Yeah.
You know, and no, I get it.
Like, yeah, and I have a friend that came on not long ago, and he was like, man, like, I don't go to parties no more, all this kind of stuff. Like, I don't like go out and stuff like that. Like, I don't like I try to stay by myself and just me and my girl, which totally respect. You know, like, you know, do your thing. But after a while, I mean, like, you kind of got to get out there and, like, you know, do shit. Like, connect with people because, you know, people like that. And it's good for you and it makes you feel good. Yeah. It makes other people feel good. And, like, I was telling him, like, we went to this party the other day and, like we I had a party. Like, we went to a party with just, like, complete strangers. Like, nobody knew who anybody was, right? But we were all vibing like we'd done known each other for years, which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, it's not just like it's not just a you thing. Like, it's not just like you're the one that's, like, craving intimacy and, like, being able to jump out to people. Like, everybody else is.
Yeah.
Like, we all like hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Like, people like going to parties, you know what I'm saying? Like, people like going out to, like, raves. So, like, do it. People want to hear you. People want to see what you're doing. Yeah. People want to see how you're doing.
In general, yeah, they do.
Yeah, people are ultimately good. Like, society works. It's not all bad.
Yeah, it's not.
You know, it's not all grim. Like, everything, like, we're not out there, we're killing each other, but we're not out there killing each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're working. We go to work, everybody does their thing, we drive on the road. Like, it's not bad. So if you're like, oh, the government shit, everything's bad, society's horrible, get a life.
I think part of it too is, like, the media, right? In the sense that, like, there's violence in this world, but let's say if I watch social media too much, I think that's the only thing that's out there. But the problem is that it is the tragedies that grabs attention, you know?
I mean, it's out there.
It's out there, but it's the tragedies that get attention. I bet you anything, if social media start promoting and be like, hey, today, this young man here, local here, he walked older woman to HEB grocery store and helped pack her bags, you know? Like, we caught this on camera. I was like, wow. Yeah. Like, that's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or, like...
D-Dang just learned self-love. You know, he knows what he's doing with his life.
It's like...
You know what I'm saying? No one gives a fuck.
Or like that is like... It's like D-Dang helped Jason get a hand job from his favorite crush from high school. How was it? It was great, man. Thank you so much. You know, so Christina, let's dab it up. It's like, yo, world peace, baby. You know, spread the love, right? You know, like
we're gonna have a talk after this.
You know what I'm saying? You're like D-Dang, the best wingman in the world. You know, like I mean, that's what I'm saying is that, like, if we start promoting more love a little bit more,
peace and love, happiness,
it'll be a little bit better, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because it's attractive, you know? Like, I like happy people. I like being around people that are happy, people that are like, hey, how's it going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like, I don't like that shit. Like, there's a lot of people that fuck this, like the depression shit. Like, I don't like depression. Get out of here with that.
Bro.
Stop being sad.
Man, depression was my IV drug, man. I stuck that thing in my vein and pumped it through me every single day, thinking that was the answer, right? Mm-hmm. And then anger, too.
Being like a Debbie Downer, like, everything sucks. All this kind of shit.
It's still toxic. Here's the worst part. It says depression is one thing. Yeah. Anger is a fire, bro. Like, it can amp you up, man. It's like a turbo boost type thing, right?
Hey, man, we better get deep.
But at the same time, it's like, there are times when I just want to harness. I'm like, ugh, like, dude, like, let it consume you.
Yeah, like, I told you. I don't know if I told you, but like, you know, sometimes I wish I would have used anger at, like, some point. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, sometimes, like, you get into an argument with somebody and they're like, man, like, you're in the shower and like, fuck, I wish I would have said that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, not that long ago, I went to this party, right? And I had some dude try to start some shit with me. But I composed myself. But after I got in my car, I'm like, bro, like, easily, I could have whooped his ass.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's this potential energy that I didn't use that I feel like I wasted.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, man, see, that's a slippery slope. Dude, I feel that a lot.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, there was this, I want to get into it, but I was like, I can embarrass you right now. Like, there's this guy, right? And I could tell this dude was the type of dude that didn't get his ass kicked yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, because he had, like, a minor disability because he had a limp when he walked, and he said something very disrespectful to me, and I was like, hey, is who, you know, who? In my mind, I'm going, man, I could like really like embarrass you.
Like I will put my fucking thumbs in your eye socket right now.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'll stick my finger in your butthole. Curl.
All right, I didn't say that.
So you don't want that, buddy. One finger, man. You know, but like.
Boy, about to be ratatouille.
Yeah. But I sat there. I was like,
"What make somebody cook?" Get over here.
But that thing was kind of because I sat back and I looked at it. I was like, oh man, you know, I could have, but I was like, nah, man, because how that would look really bad on me because this guy has a disability. I was like, you know what, maybe
it's like a Down syndrome or something.
No. No. Well, I call it disability. I mean, he didn't have like a freaking like handicap sticker on his car or nothing like that. It was just, you know, he had a limp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, probably got a limp from working out, but I'm not gonna do that to do that. I'm not gonna low kick like my low kicks are right, chef's kiss.
Right.
I'm not gonna low kick him.
You see my low kick videos? More contest, man.
My low kick videos are amazing, but like I'm not gonna do that to him in front of his girl. She's like, oh my god, you're a monster. I'd be like, yo.
Yeah, cause like, dude, I mean, there's at times where like, dude, I could shred somebody.
Yeah,
pieces,
like
you know what I'm saying, but it's like I shouldn't.
Man. Yeah, and that's virtuous. That's very virtuous. Cause here's why. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I get this from Jordan Peterson. It's like, for example, like a bunny rabbit, right? Mm-hmm. Like bunny rabbit is harmless. For a bunny rabbit not to harm nothing, not virtuous, because by default it's freaking harmless. It can't do anything. Yeah. But let's say you're like a lion, right, a tiger, right, and you see like a gazelle is like hurt. You can go and just rip his head off and eat it, right? Yeah. But you choose not to. Mm-hmm. So that's virtuous because you have the power too, and now you have to challenge yourself. Be like, I will not abuse this power. You know what I'm saying? So that's very virtuous.
That's my Spider-Man right there, bro.
You know,
great power comes great responsibility. Buddy. You know? Come on, you know what I'm saying?
You know, like, so, and I don't like violence. You know, I don't like hitting people or anything like that. You know, even sparring, I'm very punch shy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very light.
It feels good though.
Yeah. Well, so funny. The first time I sparred, like the problem with me was not getting hit. I could take hits, like no problem. Like, I get hit so hard I cleared my damn sinuses, you know, with a left hook, straight up. But like, I don't like hitting. And I remember my buddy was like, "D, like you like hit me harder." He's like, I was like, "I am," because no, you're not. So I had to slowly, you know, train myself, just like throwing shots more often. But yeah, but I know violence is in me and I know it's in all of us. It should be in us. Yeah. Because let's say something bad.
That's how you fucking survive.
That's how you survive. Exactly. Yeah. We need that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Violence is crazy. Violence is violence, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, and it's like, and not just like physical violence, like mental violence.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, dog, I'm not even gonna lie. But, like, I be having, like, murderous intentions, bro. Like, I be having murderous thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, I want to kill some people sometimes. Not in, like, I'm not going to do it. But if I do it, here's the evidence, you know? Like, boo-hoo.
Who did it?
You know, like, yeah. But I'm saying, but, like, sometimes, dog, like, I can get real deep inside my psyche. And, like, dude, like, I want to fucking rip this dude's head off right now.
Yeah, well, it's like a saying. I'm not saying be cruel. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you are not capable cruelty, then you will succumb to it by someone else, right? Yeah. So you know it's good. It's like same thing. You know,
like what demon do you want to have? Do you want to have this little bitch demon that like you're gonna?
You have just in case.
Yeah. You know, or you want to have this like fucking raw dog demon that's gonna go out and fucking destroy shit. And you know, which one do you want to harbor? Which one do you want to take control over? You know, which one do you want to have to your bad guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what suck do you want to? You know, endure? What hard do you want to endure? Is like, do you want to very hard or fucking ridiculously stupid, that retarded hard?
That monster, that so-called monster in us, we need that because that's going to help us get out of certain trenches of our lives. You know, emotionally, physically, you know what I'm saying, spiritually. Like we need that fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like,
dude, I'm a fucking threat to society, dog. Like. Block him up. Yeah, bro. Like I'm like, I told that to my homeboy today, dude. Like I'm like now, like I don't know. Like after just thinking about it, like dude, like if we really want to get to where we want to get to, like we got to become psychos. like really fucking. Like,
I don't want to say I'll say relentless.
Relentless, sure, but I like psychos because like I don't know, psycho to me is like, you know, it's like we gotta like I'm trying to double down on everything that I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I might go a little psychotic doing it.
You might lose yourself.
I might lose myself a little bit, but it's like, what else am I gonna do?
You know, it's insane. Like, okay, so sometimes we become so involved in a particular thing, whether that be your craft or whatever, that it looks psychotic. Like, why are you so freaking attentive to just one little thing, this detail? You know, people don't realize, like, this is part of my art. You know, I'm very meticulous about it, right? So that's what I mean by, like, losing ourselves. Like, I'm sure you've been there where everyone's been there. Whether you're a musician, artist, whatever, writer, you'll be writing, doing something for hours. I'm talking about 6+ hours. You forget to eat. You forget to piss. You forget because you just lost in this flow state. In some ways, that's kind of quote unquote crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I love that feeling. Just get lost in it, you know. And I call it the flow state. A lot of practitioners call it the flow state. And if you can get that state, I believe that's heaven. The flow state is heaven.
It's some type of juice. You're writing some type of like frequency, you know, when you're in that thing, because it's like nothing's real. You know, like just out of time, like the future, like that's why it's so crazy, like being able to be in a flow state or thinking of the future, because like they're so hard and they're overwhelming because they're not real things. Like a love, what the fuck is love? Like physically, what is it? You know what I'm saying? We don't really know. Consciousness of being alive, like we don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so fucking crazy, and that's why your heart hurts. That's why you get sad. That's why you get depressed and shit like that.
I think about this so much. Like you said, I'm like, okay, so like, you know, I like go camping, right? When I go camping, I'm talking about like I'm talking like nothing, you know, just like a knife and like a lighter and fucking.
Hey, yo,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am, right?
Can I see that real quick, dude? That was crazy.
So, you know, I'm out here, right, and I'm scavenging for food. You know,
this is a big dick knife, right?
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's fun.
This screams giant cock energy. Right?
So I'm like, we might get taken down from YouTube.
Fuck them.
Yeah, so what happens is, and when I go into the real world, right? Like the only thing I fear, like I don't even fear, like in the wild. Be careful. It's a triad lock here. Let me see that.
I got it.
No,
I'm a child.
No.
Give it to him. You're doing it.
I got it.
It's like a cleaver. If it snaps on you, it'll cut you. So here, watch, I'll show you something.
Let him do it.
This thing can shave hairs already, right?
Yeah,
see, it shaves hair, so be careful. So watch this, right? You see that?
All he did was move it a little bit,
right?
Too.
So
you were trying to do a big.
I guess I'm a bitch. I don't know.
No, it's not that. So what I'm saying is, so let's say in the wild, right? My thing's like, wow. My fear is like, if I don't carry food before sundown, right? Make sure like tinder isn't wet.
Yeah.
Make shelter and all that stuff. Like I'm screwed.
Right.
And when I get to real world, it's like my taxes. I'm screwed. I'm going to die. It feels the same, but it's fucking like taxes, for example. You know, and then when I sit down and think about it, like in like civilization, I'm like, what's my threat? Like is like a tax bear gonna come rip me to shreds? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the?
Yeah. Like our problems are, you know, the government.
Yeah. Right.
But like. Back then, the government didn't even exist.
Exactly.
Like, there was no form of
help its people.
You know
Government's people too.
Like, back then, the government was scared of us.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I was telling. But either way, they both can turn on you. You know, like we had a death penalty. Like we put people to death. We electrocuted people on a chair. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't.
You didn't know about that? I mean, it's
recently?
Like, no.
Oh no, not recently.
But it's like in American history. Like, the death penalty was a thing. Like, we hung people.
Well, I mean,
you know
for me, sounds terrible, whatever, okay, Buddhism, right? Because Buddhism, we say give everyone a chance, okay? Fine, okay, you know, lock them up, you know, let them meditate and whatever, okay, forever. I'm sorry, like, I'm not perfect, okay? That's probably the reason why I probably won't reach Nibbana or won't become an Arahant or become a monk, whatever. It's like, certain things... certain crimes, I can justify death penalty.
Ooh.
All right?
Ooh, I like where we're going with
this.
This.
So for example...
Do you think people deserve to die?
I say this, okay, because if that person is still a threat to society, I'm sorry, man. Like, to that given society, take them, like...
Yeah.
You know, it has
like
to be
the criminal
justified.
system, like the justice system is crazy.
It's nuts.
Like it's insane. Like we operate on a judicial system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, like, okay,
like bro, it took how many years just to get R. Kelly into prison?
wow.
Yeah, it is recent.
You know what I'm saying?
The Epstein thing, like, why?
Yeah, we don't even talk about it.
Where's the?
We have
yeah, it's all covered up.
Yeah, like what happened to it?
Yeah, like what the fuck is that all about?
I'm sorry, but okay, so the child. Okay, that's like child sex trafficking. Let's be honest, what it is. Call it a spade. Child sex trafficking. It's freaking awful. Okay, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, like
Completely not. Okay.
okay, pedophiles. Maybe in a parallel universe that could work.
Dude, no. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. Where that shit is like. Well, I'm sorry, but like in this the world I live in, like they deserve to disappear.
Oh,
They need to disappear because here's why. For them to say like, oh, because they like younger children, like the way a man loves likes a woman, or homosexual likes, right? So it's just part of nature. It's like you can't just turn that off.
Yeah, like nobody wants a doe. Like I want a fucking buck. Like I want to shoot a buck and like eat that. Like I want a full grown pig. I don't want a baby pig.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
So for example, for those quote unquote pedophiles, right? You throw them out to society again. They still have those urges. Like you can't change it.
Yeah.
So you can't change it, and it's still a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should disappear somehow. Right?
I mean, like when they go to prison, they have that pedo tag. Like,
yeah.
They for sure, like as soon as people
Yeah.
get a whiff that, oh, you were a fucking child molester.
Yeah, it's game over, buddy.
You're,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's what
that.
that's what happens when people go to, like, if you go to prison for being a child, you're dead. Like,
Yeah, you're dead.
then,
Like, what was it? A 2 week lifespan on average for a child sex offender in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And look,
yeah.
So that's what I'm
and
saying.
They don't just fucking kill you. Like
Yeah,
they fucking brutally rape you. They'll
Yeah.
fucking destroy you, bro. And like, I mean, it's just crazy what we do to each other, dog. Like that's a part. Like that's real. That's human society. That's what we are. Like that's what we are.
So for me, that warrants a death penalty. Like if they're, child sex offender, like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to be erased.
Death penalty, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yet they're putting people in prison for like 20 plus years for like marijuana.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
That's
No, like I think if shit went south, you know what I'm saying? Like global apocalypse kind of type thing, death penalty's coming back for sure. And slavery. Those are two number one things coming back.
Sad as it sounds.
Slavery, bro, is coming back.
Don't make it sound like it's a positive.
That's so terrible.
Why'd you push it?
That's so terrible, man.
I'm just saying, like that's the first thing that's coming back. Slavery. People are fiending for it. I mean, it's still here. It's like people are slaves right now as we speak.
It's called minimum wage.
No. There's actual slaves out there.
Oh yeah, there is. No, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
like,
like
there's actual people,
yeah, there is. You're right.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even know it. They're like, what?
Yeah, there's slave. I mean, how do they, like it's that thing where
I heard about that.
The phones, what there's some type of metal that the people mine in the Congo.
The thing for your iPhone.
Some type of I think it's like lithium, some shit like that, or
it's like a very rare metal that it's only used for like the
phones and batteries and shit like that. And so there's people in the Congo that are literally slaves.
But there's slavery here. Like I don't know how true this is. There was
slavery
like
here.
Yeah, in America. So apparently, like
Where's this place at?
there was some company, not company, some I don't know, like some sponsor where they brought immigrants over.
Are you?
And they made them work in return for food and shelter. That's it.
Yeah.
So they'd live there and work and like collect certain like textiles or something, and they got caught.
Yeah.
So that's like literally slavery.
Sweatshops.
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
plantation essentially. Like
that's fucking crazy.
that's nuts, and they got away with it for like X amount of years.
Yeah, I mean, like if slavery was like going on now, and I was like part of the dudes that were like the enslavers, like I'd give me like some like Norwegian dudes.
What?
Yeah, like I'd give me like a Thor looking motherfucker.
God,
you know what I'm
dude,
saying?
What was it?
There goes our sponsorship.
you remember Louis C.K., the comedian?
Yeah.
He's so controversial, but he's funny. So he said something like this. He said, "You guys ever look back in history, look at like the Egyptian pyramids, like how vast and large they were. The Romans, you know, like with their like Colosseums and all that. It's amazing, right? You don't see the architecture anymore. He's like, but look, hear me out. This is what Louis C.K. said. He's like, hear me out. I'm not a bad guy. Just hear me out. Maybe. just maybe. Right? Some of the greatest architecture ever made known to mankind was built on the backs of slaves. And perhaps maybe, just maybe, if we brought that back, our civilization would progress even further. And I was like, oh my God. That's awful. Yeah, but you think about it, because people always come.
I wouldn't get greedy though. I could probably get like 10. Like that's it.
No. But 10.
You're trying to read.
No, but hear me out. Because you're thinking about it, right? Because when I watch things of like how the pyramids were made, I'm like, this is like even I believe like, yo, this is like alien technology. There's no way, like, human beings built this, right?
Yeah.
And then my sister's like, D, think about this, slaves, endless supply of human bodies.
I know. Imagine being a fucking pharaoh and like having anything at your disposal, bro. Like,
anything working like ain't 9 to 5, but it's 9 to death.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Ain't no water? What water? I said 9 to death. It didn't come with no lunch break.
No, that's crazy. Yeah.
It's like, really hey, you, how old is your son? 6 months? Throw him on board.
Yeah, bro.
You know, it's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, and it's like I'm saying, like that's still embedded in us today. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people that are hardcore politicians, and you know, not politicians, but hardcore into politics. You know what I'm saying? And they call Democrats like what are they, demo-rats or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Like the Democrats and Republicans, you know, like they're at each other still. Saying like people are still like into that tribalism shit. Like that's still in us. Where like I said, like it's easy to other people. Like you're fucking.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like it's super easy to, you know, like I said, like that's what I'm saying. Like the first thing that's coming back is slavery, because it's super easy to just like disregard what anybody else feeling, like fuck who you are. Like,
dang, man.
It's easy to just.
The way you're saying this sounds terrible.
It sounds horrible. It's a horrible fucking thing, but like it's really easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean I've said fuck you to I don't know how many people, and I don't think about them anymore. You know what I'm saying? People are dying right now, and I could care less because it's not in my life. It's not my immediate stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in some type of ways, like other people could take that a step further and just be like, you know, like all these people are just numbers. You know what I'm saying? The world is too overpopulated type shit. That's like some people think like that. You get what I'm saying?
There's some sick people though too.
Yeah,
man.
It's fucking crazy.
Like bro, I was talking about this too. Like where with my friend, right? I'm like, so for some reason, like a lot of the quote unquote elites, politicians and all, they're in some really gross, disgusting, shady stuff.
True, yeah, the elites are fucking
the quote unquote elites, right?
Dude.
Hollywood, etc.
Yeah, that 1%, bro.
So in my mind, like I never understood like why would a human being be able to do that? And not only that, like I was talking to my sister. She's like, yeah, because she was saying how, like, think about it, like imagine you have all the power in the world, right? Do whatever you want. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to get bored with, you know, the vanilla stuff. You start doing more heinous shit to get what you want, right?
Some chocolate chips,
like,
Rocky Road.
So it's gross. Fudge. It's like, I don't know. I like to believe that the overall. I came to this theory, and it sounds really pessimistic.
Mm-hmm.
I said, the people that care the most don't have much power, but the people who don't care have the most power. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. And I was telling my friends, like, maybe we can change that. You know, it sounds like Captain America type shit. But, like, I believe that. I have hope for humanity. Yeah. You know, I truly do.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I go out to places, like, when we go out to parties, and you have these, like, really genuine experiences with people, and, like, you make new friends, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody's like, hey, man, go ahead. Like, you know, a car lets you go through, you know, past and shit like that. You know, that's not absent. Like it's still there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You know, like that thing is prevalent even more now. You get what I'm saying? Like camaraderie and stuff like that.
I want to promote Okay, so I didn't realize a lot of youngsters watch my stuff, right? Like, battle built bodies. That's battle built bodies. The bodies built for battle. That's my TikTok and my Instagram. And when I first started, I was like really crass with my jokes and everything like that. And I started to realize like a lot of younger guys like watching my stuff too, and women, like more women start watching my stuff. And like my nephew and niece was born. That changed things too, because now I'm like, man, like I try my best to be a decent role model. I try. And I came to this idea. I was like, strive to become the man. And I say man because 9% of my followers are men or guys. I say, strive to become the man that other men respect, children look up to, and women feel safe around. So become a man that fits all three criterias.
Take notes, bitches.
So like I say, strive because what is that? That's essentially all the heroes that we looked up to.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. Like everybody wants to be a hero. Like I like
every man wants to be a hero.
Yeah,
dude.
like I like there's nothing wrong with being a mentor. Like it's good to be a mentor. It's good to be somebody worth the wisdom. Like it's good somebody like looks up to you, wants to be involved in your life and whatnot. Like tell you shit. Like I mean I told this to Samir the other day, bro. But like we had a kid, like some kid emailed us and was like, hey, like my name's yada yada yada, and
it means a lot, don't it?
Yeah, and he's like I do this, I do that, all this kind of all this stuff and everything, and I want to be on your show. And I was like, fuck yeah, like that's awesome.
If you go on my Instagram, I have the highlights collection is the album. I call it Thank You and Thank You Too, and it's all like private messages, but I blur out the picture and the name and everything, and people saying, oh, I watched your thing, it made me do this, it inspired me, blah blah. And that means a lot for me, you know, because I never thought in a million years that I could make anyone notice me, let alone inspire someone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Inspire somebody.
Yeah. So it's very humbling, and that's what keeps me going, right? And
it's like you're not doing anything. You're just doing whatever you do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like I mean, I've had talks with like our friends, like we're talking and everything. Like one thing is like I'm always conflicted with doing this right here, that what we're doing, And like I don't mean to talk about myself, but it's like I had a friend, like I had two friends of mine, and they were telling me, they were like, bro, like you're the host, man, like you're the man, like you're doing well, like this is good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very conflicted with that, and it's kind of cool because like like I am, like, this is my show, this is it, like this is what we're doing, but
and I respect that. I respect any man that can do that.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel right too. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like I shouldn't. Like who am I to be doing all this kind of bullshit? But in reality, it's like what they're saying is like, look at you, you're doing it. But in all honesty, like I ain't doing shit. Like I mean, I obviously I go to the cameras and whatnot, but it's like it's y'all, like it's you. Like when I learn, like my favorite thing is seeing like all those different faces, just. Yeah. Like just like hey, like y'all guys are carrying the show. I'm just a dumbass here, just watching shit.
We all work together synergistically. Like one can exist without the other. And the way I look at it is like the most annoying thing I ever heard in my life was when someone said to me, but anyone can be a trainer. I'm like, really? Anyone, right? Anyone can be a trainer. Anyone can do a trainer.
Yeah.
I'm like, then go out and find me some trainers, and then. They found a lot, right? I was like, which one are good though? You see?
Yeah.
So it's like, just try, give it a try, give it a go, And I think one of the main pitfalls people fall into, and I think we all go through this, is like the financial part of it, And that's the area I still struggle with today. I don't really know.
Financial shit, bro.
Yeah, because like, they tell you do this, do that, and then.
And they don't teach you about how to do it. Yeah, they just tell you, and it's like, hey, you got to go file your taxes. I'm like, okay, I do, And then, I mean, there's no federal book. Hey, this is how you become a millionaire. This is how you become successful. Like you get that from people that have already done it. The normal like people of society. Like they don't tell you how to do that shit.
The way I look at it is like this: is like if you go to a millionaire's meeting, right? Everyone will tell you how they made their million is completely different.
Yeah.
And perhaps maybe a starting point, if possible, if we have that connect. Find that millionaire who made it with the medium that we chose, and perhaps learn from them. But the question is like, how do we reach those people, one on one?
Well, I mean, I don't think you can, like, I don't think we're ever gonna like have a conversation with like Andrew Tate or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I tried asking like fitness people, like, right, that would like give like tips on how to do this, and I try my best to listen and apply it. They don't respond.
But I don't think you can.
What I mean?
I don't think you can like adopt everything from every like a complete system from everybody. Like I think you gotta take like a part of what like whatever like this little piece that works, and then you take that with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't adopt like
everything
that they do. Because like some things like I said aren't like we just said earlier. Like some things aren't really meant for you. Some people aren't meant to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they are like that. A part of them is meant to be in your life. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like a fraction. You're supposed to take a fraction. Like that's what I promote when I do these. Is like take a fraction, take a little piece of whatever it is that we talk about here, and then you apply it to whatever you do in your life. You know what I'm saying? So.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, it's just different. I've been here a while. Different stages.
Hey, man, first episode, bro. My first podcast. You've been on here more than anybody else has been on here.
Dear heavens. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, but I mean, dude, like, this is my guy, bro. Like, yeah, bro, for real, man. Yeah, he's a regular. Like, it's cool because like, we're gonna watch this right here, but then like, watch that first episode. Like,
Derek, ugh.
It's bad. It's horrible, right? But like, see the progression from that time and who we are, who we've all changed. Like, Amir being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a part of it now.
It's kind of like the first time like I made a video. Right, I was so shy to post it up.
Yeah.
And I think eventually got like 1 million likes, or views, where the hell. And then it took me like forever to not only edit it, but also have the courage to just post a stupid thing.
Yeah, courage,
right?
Yeah,
and then now
I'm shit out there.
Now I'm between workouts, blah video, blah blah blah, 5 minutes, cut it down to 2.5. Nah, that's too long. Minute, boom. Post.
Comes clockwork.
Yeah, now it's like I'm more confident about it. But yeah, when I look back at my first videos, I'm like, yikes, like this is like it's not even like 720, it's like 240p. It's like goodness gracious, man.
Yeah, man. No, and then like I mean, I think even now, like I told like Amir, like it's like like we've gotten to a point where it's like now it's like I can't put like shit quality out now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the video that I did last week. I mean, we spent a lot of time on it. We fucking worked on it hard.
It was a couple of days ago, brother.
It was last week.
Nah, it
was
was
last week. This last week that had just happened. This last week.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it was Wednesday that we did. We went to go film, but it's like it completely like bombed. Like it went wrong. You know what I'm saying?
It was a great experience.
Great experience. You know what I'm saying? But it's like like shit goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of got to be ready for that. You know?
Oh yeah, it's I mean I had crazy, not crazy, but like I consider failure.
Yeah.
Training sessions with like first timers,
and
like I'm not saying who. There's this one client who he said to me, he said, D, like I lift a lot of weights, but I feel like none of it's functional. I said, well, yeah, that's why you should pick martial arts. I'm a great guy to go to, right? So the first session was great. He loved it, and you know me, I don't throw anyone into the fire. I warm them up, right? Second time, he got a little confident. He's like, D, I want to get hit in the face. I was like, okay, I'm going to tap you in the face. I'm going to tap you. Okay, I'm not going to hit you. I tap really light.
Yeah.
And I didn't even fully extend, just in case it hit him. And he was just like complete shock, like borderline scared. I was like, okay. I was like, literally, this is a normal reaction. Okay, like, it's okay. We all go through it. That's what we warm up to getting hit. First, we work the pads. Then we do the shoulder taps. Then we do ear taps. Then we do forehead taps. And then we get to sparring, right?
Yeah.
But then I think after that thing happened to him, it kind of like freaked him out.
Like, no, he didn't want to do it anymore?
Yeah, I didn't want to do it anymore.
Really, yeah.
So I told him, I said, hey, man, let's go back to drawing board, right? That's the second session. I get it, But, so now when people ask you, I was like,
fuck no, man. Getting hit by you sucks, bro. Like, dude, like for real, it fucking sucks, man. Like. I have a friend that doesn't like sparring with people just because like he gets fired up and like, you know, like he was like, man, like sometimes sparring ruins friendships, you know what I'm saying? And like when we sparred, bro, like I was scared, man. Like I was getting fucking decked.
I mean that sparring, like, you know, I didn't gun for you, right?
Yes, I'm saying, yeah, but even then, it's like you weren't in kill mode, and I still was like, yo,
it happens.
Yeah.
Well, so for me, I was different because like everyone's person, I hate it. I hate it when quote unquote coaches and fighters say things like, if you don't have it, you don't have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, like our natural tendency is to refrain from getting hurt,
Mm-hmm.
you know, flinching. But martial arts is one of those very few disciplines that we trained you against that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to keep your eye on your opponent, right?
Yeah.
Don't flinch, right? Bob and weed slip, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it was different because the first time, like I said, first time I sparred, I wasn't afraid of getting hit. That was my problem. I was taking shots I didn't have to take, right? But my problem was I was afraid to throw a punch.
Mm.
But then some guys who are afraid, they're like, oh, D, I'm just afraid to spar. That's why I don't want to do this no more. I'm like, I believe the guys who are flinching a lot, who are afraid to get hit, those are going to be the best fighters because you should be afraid to get hit.
Yeah.
You should be dodging.
He did tell me that, bro.
You shouldn't be like me, biting down, ripping through my freaking mouthpiece, taking shots to my forehead, and just, you know, trying to dig in.
Like, you should be scared.
You should be scared to get hit. So I was like, that's a good thing, brother. And now we're going to train in a way, but use that fear to your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I feel like the guys who are most humble or most like hard on themselves, like I feel like they're the best students. You know, but at the same time, we have to train their confidence up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because you landed some shots on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, but it is scary, though, you know?
You know, I mean, granted, towards the end of the round, I was playing...
Well, because, like, nothing's real, bro. Like, after that, like, when you're in that zone, and it's, like to me, like, I mean, we had people watching us and whatnot, but, like, it was just you and I. Like, you know, it was like, dancing.
Yeah.
But, like, everything is, like, there's a blur filter
it's just
around
nothing. It's just us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get hit. Like, oh, the first time's like, oh. The second time's like,
Yeah.
Third time's like, okay. The fourth time's like, come on, let's go.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I love martial arts. Now, fighting is different because with fighting, let's say you want to become a professional fighter, like it's a different mentality at that point because now it's like, it's your career, you know, on the line. And some people don't like me, I don't like hitting people. Like, it's a weird mentality.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, in fact, my friend Matt, he's a 180 pounder. He likes to fight in the phone booth, like close up front, kind of like me, just like shoveling shots to the by head.
Yeah.
And I taught him the uppercut, but he was like, "Yo, you're not throwing the uppercut." And he literally stopped. He said, "Nah, we're gonna sit back. I'm gonna bring up because he has a helmet. He's like, I'm bringing out this helmet. You're gonna throw those uppercuts now." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because I punch shy, you know. So yeah, like I have my fears too, you know. I don't give a damn, man. Like anytime I spar with anyone, regardless of who it is, I'm always nervous. Yeah, you know.
It's freaky. It's a crazy feeling. Yeah. I mean, your senses are dialed up. Your adrenaline's up. Yeah. Like it's like.
And sometimes like good shot goes through, or like they throw like a haymaker. I'm like, oh man, you know, the first one I let it pass. The second, third one is like, wait, what's going on here? Should we? Because that's why I hate that saying. Let's go 50%.
Yeah.
What? No, let's not go 50. Because here's why. Let's say you may go 50%. Suddenly you throw something, it's 55. Like, okay, I'll match that. 55. Then you throw 60, and I go 30. And suddenly it's a fucking war.
Cockfight. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where I say, hey, you can throw like I tell them I'm gonna throw a shot, but my fist ain't clenched.
Yeah.
So like the impacts can be somewhat not as like forceful. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I have no problem saying no. I don't want to spar that guy. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, dude, you're a bitch. I was like, nah, man. Like, yeah, fine, call me a bitch, but I don't want to go to work with a black guy and broken nose because he hits a beginner like that. He got no respect for a beginner like that. Like, I'm sorry, like, because for example, you go to a Muay Thai gym, right? They're very playful. The reason why is this: you go to a Muay Thai gym like Thailand. These guys have fights every day. Like they're literally fighting for lunch, right? So if they're getting battered and bruised in the gym, that's no good. So what happens is if you get that guy who wants to like hurt everyone in the gym, no one will spar him. But now I'm not sparring him. So now he can't train. So that's like his punishment. So like for me, I have no problem saying like no to somebody. and be like, nah, man, if I'm here to learn too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My friend, he's like, I don't spar with anybody, like, cause like especially with friends, because you know, like, it can easily turn shit sour.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, just being a normal human or a normal male, like a heterosexual male, like like we like have fucking competition, I want to compete.
Well, that's why it's very good to meet someone who's advanced. Like I got lucky because I met Mikey and Manuel. They were on kind of warm into martial arts, and they're really good at rating their partners, beginner to advanced. Because obviously he's not gonna beat me up as a beginner versus like a pro, right?
Yeah.
But he'll take some shots, and then if he throws a clean shot on me and I'm hurt, he'll be like he'll like laugh like, oh, you know, like he knows how to read people, and that's I think that's the most important thing. Find a coach, a partner, a trainer that knows how to read you, so it doesn't turn into a war, or you don't get so discouraged. Because getting beat up on all the time, that doesn't really help. You know, even jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu, I'm tapping all day, but I know for a fact that when my professor is rolling with me, he's a black belt, he'll purposely leave openings to see if I remember what was taught. You know what I'm saying? So that means he's helping me learn. Now he can twist me up, all beat me up all damn day, but he don't do it because he wants me to learn. So that's a good teacher, right? So that's the most important thing is chemistry. Is finding, because I tell everyone this, finding a good sparring partner is a lot like finding a good bedroom partner. If there's no chemistry, keyword chemistry, someone's either going to get hurt or there won't be a second round. Right? So build that chemistry.
We're going to make that into a reel.
Right?
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I mean, you have a point, dude. You have an absolute point. I mean,
and I feel like I'm a really good partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't get hurt. Sparring, you loved it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I fucking, that's just like crack to me, man.
It was fun, man.
Yeah.
And you were tired, but you're like, let's go another round. Like, yeah, dude, let's go.
Yeah. Sparring is like crack because it's like you're on the cusp of like primitive rage, murder, and like, you know, discipline and martial arts and being zen, you know. So it's like you're getting to be in both worlds, you know.
We should all spar one day. Off the camera though.
Like, I'm down. I just don't know how to fight. So.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I'll teach you. Yeah, you don't have to fight.
I really do like how they train, bro. The Thai guys, they just like they slap each other, like slap boxing is cool, you know.
You know, and it's with gloves, but you know what? We don't even have to spar.
You know,
I'm open for it. I'm open for it.
You know what's a good how we were doing like shoulder taps?
Yeah, that's a good warm up.
Dude, I fucking love just
yeah. You see, and it gets you used to twisting your shoulder to slip punches. Right?
Yeah.
So that's something I need to do more, man, because I suck at shoulder taps.
Shoulder taps are so fun. I do that with my homeboy Alessandro like all the time, and he's longer than I. He's taller, so he's more reach. But it's fun because I can just you know, it's like real quick, you know. So it's cool. It's cool doing that. But shoulder taps.
But you realize, man, when you start sparring me, you realize, man, no one knows how to fight. Because in your head, you're like, I'm the best shit. And then, remember that one time, that one round, I dropped my hands the whole time. I was like,
Max Holloway style.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
You know?
It's crazy, man.
So, yeah, it's different. You know, it's different. Like, because I did that to some of my clients, right, where I let them hit me for, like, the whole round. Because I want to get a workout. I want them, you know, have confidence, too. But after a while, I can read them. I know their patterns, right? So, last round, I like Matrix. I just dodge all their punches. One jab. It's like, you know?
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun, man. I appreciate you guys having me here, man. Yeah, we gotta have a session together, bro.
We gotta do it again. Yeah. I need to go work out.
Glove sparring.
What you know what? What are you doing?
Well, that's fine to go to the gym, man.
We're going to the gym, baby.
We're going to the gym, baby.
Let's go to the fucking gym. Let's go to the gym right
man, now. Well, because you're advanced, so no more pads. No more, right? It's just gloves and shin guards.
I'm about to get my ass beat.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Because I need to get a workout too.
Let's go work out, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, everybody. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
That's how bitches.